You guys, I'm talking. The mic was on mute. So, again, this is Janine. My mic was on mute. This is Janine Ame. And this morning is a Q&A, a chat with me, get ready with me, study with me for NCIDQ. This is my first live on Ame Interiors. And if you guys follow me on my other channels, Shop Ame, Janine Ame. If you're from one of those channels, you know that this is my first live on Ame Interiors. So I'm just trying it out, see how it goes, see if there's a ton of questions, if I want to keep doing YouTube live or do like Zoom chat. This is a run through here. I'm going to put in the chat my website, www.ame.world. And I do have a TikTok that I rarely use, but I'm going to be trying to use it more in 2024, which is the same tag at Ame Interiors. It's the same on Instagram as well. And I'll give it 2 more minutes to see how many people log on. Right now, there's no one. I think there was one person waiting. And even if there's one person waiting, hey, we can do a Q&A. That's fine with me. Excuse me. Okay. So, a little about me. There's no one on, but I'm going to proceed. Not yet, anyway. There's no one on just yet. So, I did go to college for interior design, and I went for my associates as well as my bachelor's, which I did obtain. And now it's time to study for NCIDQ, which is the National Qualification for Interior Design exam to be licensed in the state of Florida. And I believe some other states you can use the credentials in. Don't quote me on that though. So all of the material that I'm studying from today is either notes from when I was in school, books, current, olds. So if you want to study and watch with me, join. I'm happy for you to join. Some of the books might be outdated, so I'm studying from it anyhow. And yeah, I think a lot of the information when they do update it, I don't know how much of that is changed, but I have seen like updated study guides for NCIDQ, and only like a few things are modified that make it like different, but it's relatively the same information, unless it comes to codes, I guess. Even with that, to me, it's like minimally modified. Again, this is just a way that I'm studying. Study with me if you would like to. This is not to say that this information is word for word that's on the test or word for building code, or I'm just studying and opening up my platform to study with others. So a lot of my books, I'm looking to the right because my books are here. I have notes here, books here, things are everywhere. A lot of the books that I'm studying from are from NCIDQ themselves. Wiley, I think I have a David Kent Ballas somewhere, McGraw, Pearson, Bingelly, excuse me if I'm saying that wrong, and The Pearson book is Jones and Allen. That's one of my favorite books to read from. NKBA, Kitchen and Bath. I have my own PowerPoint that I put together. I have flashcards that I've made. So I'm studying from different material. So let's just get right into it. I want to start with, not going to probably be going in any necessary order, or like I said, in an order that would be like, oh, this is the test. No, I'm just studying from different material. Okay. So for interior design, there is a interior design process, and I hope it's still recording. I'm trying to look at something right quick. Going to my actual website, because on my website, www.ame.world, I have my own process for the phases of interior design, how I work. And this is pretty much a blueprint of how all interior designers work. And it starts with the programming phase, which is what you perform during a client consultation. However long you want that to last is up to you. Mine is about 30 minutes to an hour. Next is schematic design. That is for space planning, selection of furniture and accessories, as well as creation for furniture layouts. That can be about 20 to 33 hours, like a day and a half, maybe 2 days, to put together a schematic design for clients. Third phase would be design development. That's about 1 to 3 hours in one day. And that is when I create cost estimates and prepare other options. If a client did not like the schematic design presented, I go ahead and modify and refine the schematic design presented. The fourth phase is, sorry, my phone went off, the construction design documentation phase, where millwork specifications, finishes, lighting, plumbing, etc., those things are purchased at that time. And that can be about 8 hours. So sometimes you can combine that with design development, depending on how quick your client makes a decision based on your schematic design. You can just start working on the millwork, and if they have like case goods and you need to draw those things, then you can go ahead and modify and represent your design that you've created. And then the final phase, which would be construction based, would be design administration. That can be about 10 hours. Again, this is coming from how I work. And that is the final stage where installation and furniture takes place. So you start moving all the furniture into the client's home, into the space, and the project is complete. Okay. So let me see. I'm looking for, I have YouTube opened, but the tab disappeared. Let me see. One moment, guys. One moment. I have my tab open. And normally when YouTube is open, like if you're listening to music or you're listening to something in the background, there I am. Okay. It normally has like a little speaker. So this time there's no speaker. All right. I'm learning my lesson. Okay. First live. All right. proceeding. So the first step, like I said, would be the programming process. That is information about the problem collected and how you can justify a solution based on how creative you are with the design. A part of the programming process would be a 5-step process, and 4 major considerations that you need to consider is form, function, economy, and time. That method is described in a book titled Problem Seeking by William Pena. Okay. And part of the 4 major forms of consideration would be the 5-step process. And that is establishing goals, collecting and analyzing facts, uncovering and testing concepts, determining needs, and stating the problem. That is all part of programming. I'll put my notes over there. Okay. So let me see if I have a note on the 5-step process. Just one moment. Okay, no, I don't have it over there. So always remember the 5-step process, okay? That is collecting and analyzing facts, establishing the goal. If you don't have a goal, you cannot start even designing the project. You have to have a goal, okay? You have to collect all that information from the client and hone into what they're telling you they don't want, they do want. If you don't have the things that they want or the things that they're telling you that they do not want, they're probably not going to rehire you as an interior designer. Okay. In regards of concepts, a programmatic concept is a performance requirement. So I know there's somewhere in one of these books it talks about performance and prescription. And hopefully I'll get to that in one of these live videos. Prescription is like something that is required. That's something that is a must. You have to include that in the design. So when it comes to William Pena and his 4 major considerations of form, function, economy, and time, the form relates to conditions of a space. Function relates to the people using the space. How are they going to use the space? How are they working in the space? What does the space needed for? And economy, of course, concerns the money. That's going to be the client's budget, the initial cost, the operating cost. Okay, and then time, that describes the past, present, future. And you need to be sure that you meet deadlines in case of any modifications that need to be made. So let me go to the PowerPoint that I created here. Let me see, did I put anything? I want to try and do like a live stream so you guys can see my screen with the PowerPoint. Again, this is my first live video. This is my first live video, so I need to figure out how things work and go from there. So it's been about 15 minutes. No one has joined the live. There was like one person waiting. I guess they decided not to join, and that's okay. I know it's pretty early. I'm in Eastern time. It's 10:16 now here in the time zone that I'm in. But I'm doing these lives on like my off days, so you guys can study with me and we can tackle studying for NCIDQ. So stay tuned for another video. You guys make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, And I'll see you guys in another video. Have a good day. Bye.